Hello everybody, and welcome to Chat from the Engineering Desk. Today we're going to be having a look at this irrigation timer, and I'm going to explain to you how it works and what makes it rather a novel concept. And it's very simple. The reason I've got it out here is the last couple of nights I've noticed that it doesn't turn off the water after doing the irrigation cycle. And what has happened is after 9 months the 9-volt battery that supplies it has run down, and there's not enough current to move the coil, for the coil to move the plunger inside the valve. So we're going to take it apart and I'm going to show you how it works. So over here, open. There's a display. It's a week timer. So you got your 7 days of the week. You got your start time, and then your duration of your irrigation cycle. So currently we got 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. That's the current time, which is wrong because I've had the battery out. So the set button just scrolls through every parameter. Now we're on day 2. Day 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I were to, for instance, wanting to set the time, it is currently 12. Let's try that again. 12. Next. Okay, and then that button turns the entire cycle on and off. If it's raining and you don't need irrigation, you hit that button to turn it off. This thing, rather interestingly, does not have a manual override for working the valve. Rather irritating shortcoming, but anyhow. So let's take it apart. That's what you guys are here for. Right. So these two tangs keep it clipped in. And on the back is a cover which just clips in. It's got two tangs on the side. I always forget how to remove it. It's an irritating thing. There's the battery. I'm going to have to get a new one because it has run down to about 8.5 volts and it no longer works the solenoid properly. So inside here you can see there's that grey clip, and below it there's another one. That's what holds this grey part in, along with the filter. That's the only part of the thing. It's got 2 O-rings as well, so one can actually replace those O-rings if they develop a leak. It's also the reason why this is able to spin when you're fitting it to the tap. Neat design. So, having taken note of what's positive and negative on this thing, unclip it. The keypad is welded onto the blue part, the grey and the glue part welded together. And because I intend to reuse this, I'm not going to open it because I won't be able to get it together again. It's going to have to be destructive, which I don't intend to do. Sorry about that. The valve. Let's have a look at that. Coil removes like that. There's our coil. See this ring here? That's a permanent magnet. That's part of the magic that makes this work. So next we take out 4 more screws. Put them in there. And this assembly comes off. There's no seal on this because the seal's down the bottom. So here's the plunger, and inside over here is a permanent magnet. So it fits in there like that, and this fits in there like that. Watch what happens when I push on it. It stays in. So what the controller does is, by applying either positive or negative voltage to the coil, it either pulls the plunger in or ejects it again. Like that. And that's what either opens or closes the valve. In here here's a little rubber tip in here. And what it does is it seals up against here like that. Now in the end of this there's a little hole, so there's a passage through from there to there, and there's another opening over there. There's 2 openings, so that one goes through to these little holes over here on the back of this diaphragm, like that. So, and this diaphragm seals over that conical surface over there. So water comes in from the top. Okay, and there's pressure to this area over here, which means that there's pressure over here and water pressure through there to there. So when water is able to flow through, from the outside to this area over here, it pushes this back, which then lifts this off from here, and water flows through there and out of the timer. And then closing that off means that you no longer have positive pressure on this side. You've only got pressure on this side, which then pushes us down again. They're basically like a pilot pressure operated valve. So that seat's over there. That goes in there like that. And that's the construction of our little timer. Simple as that. So because it pulses the valve, it means that the energy consumption of our battery over here, which I can see is got some signs of corrosion almost a year later, is very low, which is why that battery lasts many months. That's how they work. I hope you learned something from this. Hope you enjoyed the show. And if you've ever wondered what goes on inside these, it's like that. They're very simple. Very few moving parts. So, have a wonderful day further. And we'll see you for the next one. Cheers.